I was trying to work out some bugs with my camera and the software I got running some of this stuff. But I think I got everything settled and figured out. To get started, yeah, I was trying to work out some bugs with my camera. And if I shut off my audio, it would work even better. So on the callback, I was actually hearing myself talk and saying hi to everybody, which was kind of weird. We have Tori with us. Troy, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. So where are you from, Troy?
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Yeah, you got what's your handle again on YouTube?
I just Troy Watanko. I just use my name.
Cool.
I have used to use Kinsler a long time ago, but that was a long time ago for gaming. I don't game much anymore.
Okay. But now you do RC.
Now I do RC.
Cool. Yeah, I was trying to get the my web page to start up in my email, my Hotmail, because I sent myself an email, but on this laptop it's not set up, so I couldn't get the email. So I'm gonna have to wing it and find on the website and talk about some subject that I actually sent an email to myself. I had all the shortcuts done, I had everything, and now we're gonna have to do that all over again from scratch. But that's okay. That's life.
Well, this is my first time doing this.
Okay. We'll take it easy on you. Okay. Let me open up my email. First of all, I want to talk about what's coming new in the RC. We got a bunch of people that's coming in. That's good. I'm just going to find my email that I sent myself real quick. So the first off, I'm going to start with GCM Racing, since they're pretty close to my place, and I want to make sure that everybody hears about it. They're close to me. He lives about an hour and a half from me. We meet up. He comes to my trail. We have some fun. But I called him up today, and I asked him what he has new coming. So it's not even on his web page yet, but he did post a couple posts on his Facebook page and on Instagram. So basically what he's got coming from 2018 is he's going to have some Vaterra parts. So mainly the Vaterra Radius arm and the axle sets for Vaterra. He's also going to have some new wheels. And he's also working on HPI, because he had an HPI there the other day, and he's taking it all apart and he's making some stuff for it. So he's putting an HPI scale drivetrain. He says it's done. So now he just has to finish it up and get it ready for sale. And he's got a rear leaf conversion set for the HPI scale truck. I know there's going to be a lot of new stuff coming for RC. My main thing is scaling with trucks, a little bit of bashing. But if you guys that are online or typing the question, if you know of anything that's coming up for, if you know anything that's coming up in a new year, type it up and let us know for bashing or drones. I don't know much about drones. I like them. And drift cars. There's street cars. There's a whole bunch of different ones. There's fifth scale. There's a whole bunch of different RC that's coming out. So if you guys could type that up, that would be awesome.
Cool.
Tony is there. Eric is there. Eric, you make it back for the meeting?
Yes. I just got home 10 minutes ago.
Cool. Eric was at the same RC meeting every month, every second week, Thursday of the month. That's why I do this at 10 o'clock, and that's why I was a little late coming in. I came back from the meeting and then rushed downstairs, set up a couple things, and brought my RC back from outside. We meet up somewhere, and a bunch of guys. We just talk. We just talk RC and talk what's going on and what we're doing basically. So it's a lot of fun. And Eric was there, and we have Tony from CCXRC that's there also. He doesn't have his camera on right now.
I have it ready, but I'm also just getting in, and I'm not quite set up yet. But I'm in it listening, and I'm able to talk while I get things set up.
Cool.
Should be a couple minutes.
Yeah. So, Troy, why don't you tell me a little bit of what you're working on right now while I get the webpage ready for what we're going to be showing?
I don't get to buy a lot of stuff. I just got my own PayPal set up, so I'm finally going to be able to start doing that. But I basically just build everything I want out of styrene.
That's good.
And I wanted to make my I got this old body off a friend of mine.
Nice looking.
And I got this used chassis off a different friend of mine. And I really love Toyotas. The last Toyota I ever had was the Bruiser back in 87, 88.
Yeah.
And I loved that thing. And then I moved from Alberta to Nova Scotia, and it never made it onto the truck somehow. So I only had it for like 6 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, spent a long time saving up for it. I was just a kid, and it never made it down to Nova Scotia, so that bummed me out. But when I started getting back into this, a friend of mine had this body. It was red, and it was all banged up, and it was a used Toyota Hilux, right?
Yeah.
From RC 4-wheel drive, and a different friend of mine had given me an SCX-10 too, and I'd never had one of those. The new vehicle I bought to get back into the driving part of RC was the Wraith.
Oh yeah.
And I spent probably a month and a half building a hard body to put right over top of that cage because I didn't think it was scale.
Yeah.
And then friends of mine said, "Oh, you bought the wrong RC. You should have got like something more scale." I'm like, "Yeah, I should have, but what's out there?" And then he showed me, and then I built this. I looked.
It's awesome. Did you paint it?
Yes.
It looks awesome.
I looked up online. A lot of people were bobbing the beds.
Yep.
But the regular size box, which is from here back, is what you get from the RC 4-wheel drive. And I added an inch right here.
Ah, so you extended yours.
Yeah, I'd never seen anybody make a long box, so I actually made the long box. And Toyota did have a longer box version, just didn't see it a lot in North America. So I built that just so because I didn't want to chop anything off. I wanted to add to it. And because the cap didn't work anymore, I made this cap. Nice. With the actual latch that you turn to lock in place.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, is that using part of the cab, or you made a whole that's completely from nothing?
This cap?
Yeah.
I made that from just stock styrene.
Wow, that's nice looking, man.
And I built I wanted to make it more like a weekend camper kind of getaway thing.
Okay, got a mattress and everything.
Yeah, like an inflatable mattress.
Nice. Yeah, inflatable mattress. Cabinets, some wood.
First aid.
Coleman stove was the first thing I made.
Cool.
That's really nice.
My friend at work, he bought a 3D printer and he printed this off for me.
Oh, that's so cool.
Nice little
milk crate.
Yeah, and I put a little styrene piece in the bottom so nothing would fall through.
Just like the real ones.
Yeah. And then I made this machete.
Okay. Hard to see.
And because I had, you couldn't see it.
Okay, now we see it. Okay. Nice.
And it's even got a hole in the handle.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
String, yeah.
Nice detail.
That's some detail right there.
And then I made an axe because it had the wood back.
Nice. With a real wood handle, yeah.
No, it's all styrene.
Okay, just weathered it to make it look like wood.
Yeah, weathered it to make it look that way. I'm really starting to get into this whole weathering thing.
Yeah.
I'd never weathered a body before, and I did that with this one. I added thread to the base there.
Uh-huh.
My father-in-law, who passed a while ago, he showed me how to actually hang an 100-year-old axe blade onto a new handle, and he made me wrap the base of the handle with wire so it wouldn't split the wood if you missed the log. So I did that. And that just goes in the back. And then I pop this on. And boom, there she goes.
Cool. You just got to look.
Didn't like the fact that it didn't come with a bumper, so I made one.
Nice.
Yeah, must have a bumper.
Yeah.
You just got to look out for rollover because all your stuff's going to fall out now.
That's I put the sand ladders on top.
Okay.
And with the latch shut, it won't open.
Nice.
So
No, what holds your cap down? Magnets or?
no, what I did is I added this piece here of styrene to the edge of the lip.
Okay.
See here, see how the lip is a little bit higher than it should be?
So it snaps.
And you see it's towed in.
Okay.
So you can, it won't fit that way. You got to actually open the door, and then you can slide it in or pinch it in.
Nice.
That is nice, man.
And then it won't fall out.
Exactly. Never fall out.
Yeah, but I put I put some homemade bungees on it so I could hold the sand ladders that my buddy Anthony also made from work, and I put those on top, and then I use the bungee cords to go over top to hook to the body latches, and that's it.
Nice. Yeah, that's the new body from RC 4-wheel drive. It's got the little hooks on the side to latch the body. I don't have that on my TF2.
Yeah, I could make you some hooks then. But because I put the body on, I didn't want to see any holes where you wouldn't see holes.
Okay.
So I made the bottom pieces there to cover up the holes.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I want to put my battery in, I just slide the hood forward, put the battery in, and then boom. So that doesn't fall off either.
Cool.
Wow, man, that's some fine detail work there.
The holes that used to hold it in place, I just put two. I'm working with all used stuff because I didn't have anything new with this. But what I did is I got the aftermarket Galinda 2 body parts.
Yeah.
And I made that the floor pan. Oh, come on, what's going on? There we go. So I still have the holes inside the cab here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made the door panels and glued them in place. I'm working on the roof soon, and then that's going to have the mirror coming off of it and everything. But what I did is I drilled some holes in where they would go, put some bolts through, and then rounded off took off the threads with my Dremel.
Yep.
Now I just squeeze and I pull the body out and then put it on onto the chassis, and then it holds itself in place.
Yeah, I did the same thing with my TF2.
And then I made that interior for it.
Looks good. You all made that out of styrene?
Everything except for the dash.
Cool.
But I did put a battery in it. I did add some lights.
Oh, nice cabin lights, yes.
And the gauges are lit up. But I didn't want to have to cut the body or cut the legs off the guy.
Okay.
So I made it a full cab. And to do that, I had to really build it right on top of the transmission.
Yeah.
So it's just a stock SCX-10.
Oh yeah, it is an SCX-10. Yeah, it's not a TF2.
No, it's just a SCX-10 but
still have your transmission in the middle.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But it works.
Build around it. Smart.
And you still get a full cab inside, so.
Yeah.
And I just made this little box so you didn't see straight through from wheel well to wheel well when you're driving.
Yeah.
And then I attached my exhaust pipe to it. So.
And you have your battery in front, which puts the weight back in front.
Right. That's what I've been working on. Constantly. Because it's my only RC other than what we do for work is you said drones. I thought that was kind of cool. I work at a place where we make them.
Oh, really?
Nice.
That doesn't look like a drone. It looks like a plane.
It's a racing wing. It's a drone. There's the camera.
Oh, okay, okay.
And there's the video transmitter.
All the rage right now.
The racing wings?
Yep.
Yeah.
The FPV like drones, but
I can't seem to fly line of sight very well without crashing and destroying what I built.
Mm-hmm.
But flying FPV, well, I'm not flying that line of sight anymore, so I can fly that like crazy.
Nice.
But they had all those new laws coming out last year and that with the transport flying, so
yeah,
I can do anywhere I want.
Cool.
Live on a huge farm, so I just grab a battery and go out for 2 hours.
Cool. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to move over to my webpage. I'm all ready to go. And the first one we're basically going to talk about is Traxxas. So I don't know if you guys are seeing this move right now or the tab. Yes, you are. Okay. Going to make sure it's working. Technology is great. Okay, so Traxxas has a bunch of stuff which everybody probably knows by now, but I just want to talk about it and cover it. So they're going to have the Ultimate Desert Truck. This is a little bit bigger car. Anybody know by heart what scale it's going to be again?
7th.
Yeah, I think it's 7th. Eh? But they've gone and put a lot of details in this, which is very cool. They even have the fan that's actually working. They have the 6X power.
It's not powered fans, though. I think they just move with air running through them.
You think?
They spin freely. I don't think they work, though.
I thought somebody was saying that they actually do work.
Do they?
Yeah, but I'm not going to, with power. But I'm not going to go through the video and show you a whole bunch of things because the video is kind of cool. Go to their website, click on the tab,
Where are
and
the
you.
fans, though?
Pardon me?
Where are the fans, though?
Oh, the fans are at the back here. There. Wonder if they have a bigger picture.
The radiators there.
Yeah,
Okay,
where the radiator is. But I haven't seen any video that shows it in detail. The rear axle looks pretty tough. They got some HD gear in there. And the website's pretty well made, just like Traxxas usually does. So if you want some info more on some stuff, you just click on it and it's going to bring you there. There's chassis, drivetrain, suspension, electronics, molded body details, 2 spare tires, and they're actually working. So if ever they blow a tire, they got a lot of pictures of it. So that's going to be nice and cool. They also have a new Revo coming out. So that one's going to be kind of sweet. And they also have the TRX4. They have a brand new one coming out. That's going to have a Ford Bronco body.
Yay, Fords.
Yeah, I like that body. I've seen that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hit right there.
They're also having a new
wheelbase
Sunday.
down to 12.3 with new rear links.
Yeah, longer wheelbase, I believe.
Shorter.
Shorter? Okay, yeah, that's true. Shorter. Wonder if I can find a picture of it. Accessories. Oh, and I found out that the what they're gonna have is actually it's. Continue reading. Let's see what it says. I thought I read somewhere that it's actually going to be just the body available. It's not going to be available as a ready to run.
Okay.
I was reading that.
That's
today.
nice.
I saw that they're going to have the parts to make it lock, the diffs lock permanently.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that, you know, I when it first came out, I thought it was like a really great vehicle, but it was way too gimmicky. Like, I love the portal axles. I didn't like the fact that it had so many servos on it. I like one gear, and I like everything to move. You know, I was hoping they'd come out with like a kit version of it, or a
stripped down version.
Yeah.
How many kits does Traxxas have, though? I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Yeah.
They've officially said they're going to have a kit for it coming.
Really?
Yeah. Along with that Bronco body, they're going to release a kit. But it's going to have all the electronics, so you still have to use their electronics and all their servos and stuff, but it's going to be built it yourself.
Okay.
Well, they don't have to add all that gear shifting and.
Trying to find it right now.
With all the kits they've made, why not make another one?
And there's a bunch of new pro-graphic. There's a bunch of new pro-graphic bodies that's coming out also. Even the dragster pro-graphic. Oh, here's the.
I found it too. I was going to say it's on the second page.
See, they're saying here it's a Bronco body kit for the TRX4.
Sure, a lot of people will just buy the body and put it on their platform.
Yeah.
Looks really nice. Wow.
And then they're going to have the long arm kit, lift kit for it also, which is going to be kind of cool. And they're also going to have an unassembled kit coming in 2018. But no date, just 2018. And a bunch of aluminum accessories for their the trucks. I forgot to present myself to everybody.
Yeah, I don't see the point of having a kit if you have the electronics.
True.
You should have the choice of what you want to put in it.
Oh, on the on this thing, it's one back. I saw something that was really cool, and I said, "Oh, I'm actually gonna use this to actually build something." They have a little info at the bottom of the page. I believe it's on the second one. Yeah, build your own RC track.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So this is really cool because they're telling you little tips and tricks of how they've done it. there's a couple of videos, but here's build a basic wood track. So basically what you need to build a track and makes it kind of simple. They're showing you the steps of how to actually do it. And like that, you can have fun with your people. But this is the one that actually interests me. It's build it with an advanced PVC track.
Yeah, that's light and easy to modify.
Yeah, and I can put that in my trailer real quick. And because what I want to do this summer is actually take this track and go locally to different YouTubers, because there's probably 8 of them around here. But what I want to do is maybe grab 4 or 5 of them and do like a 5-race series, and we're going to have points, but we're going to move the track around, and I'm going to use this. And what's nice with this is that we can decide, okay, which shape do we want the track today, and then we'll just build it and race it. Like we can even put it in a hat and pick and say, okay, let's build that one, and that's the one we're going to race. So nobody can cheat and pre-practice and just have fun.
Well, that's what
Practice them all.
Yeah. So I'm going to go to the next one that I had on my. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that 3 Racing does crawler stuff now. So I wonder if that's the right page. What's new? New in events. Let's go there. Hold that. That's not the page I wanted.
You can talk about the new E-Revo, though, right? There's that, too.
Yeah.
There's Stampede. Traxxas had a couple things, right? Didn't they do a Stampede?
I don't think they have a Stampede. The new
Stampede. Something I learned this week about that new E-Revo 2.0 is that they're going to sell it as a roller. I don't know if that's official, but I heard that through RC Car Action. They're going to offer it as a roller that has 100% new parts compared to the old Revo. But if you want to keep your VXL 6S or whatever it is, move it over, they're going to offer that.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, I'd be interested in getting the roller, then put something else in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. For $589, it's a pretty sweet price for the engine stuff they stick in there, right? Seems to me at least.
If you already have your engine, you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, that ends up being like $900 here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Different price of admission.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But there's a lot of tech spec on that on their website. We're not going to go through it all, but I don't see anywhere. I scrolled all the way down something that says about a roller.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything on the official site. That's why I was surprised to hear RC Car Action say it.
Yeah. They probably know more than what we know. Because we get the info from them.
Yeah.
But there's their monster truck. That's for Tony. He's a monster truck hog.
Head turn for
I'm
that.
calling for it though, Traxxas. If you guys watch this, solid axle this year, please.
Yeah, Traxxas. Yeah, come out with solid axle.
It's time.
I found this guy. I was at their website, and there was a brand new kit for their monster truck. They had a solid axle one, which kind of looked cool.
Did you also see the roadkill car that Traxxas sells now? The Blasphemy?
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Yeah. This
That
is
was
the
like
one
a
I
one-off custom thing they built, though, right? That wasn't a official.
Like, yeah, it turns your slash into a Blasphemy or something.
So
They sell
3
the
Racing.
license
This, some people don't like 3 Racing because they used to make cheap stuff, but they're getting a heck of a lot better. But I saw this kit today, which is a crawler kit. It looks the right size. I haven't checked the specs for the size, but it looked kind of cool. It's a channel, C-frame channel. It's got the skid plate. It's got the transmission. It's actually got a 2-speed transmission.
Sorry.
Pardon me?
Did it have hubs on the wheels there?
It looks like hubs, yeah. The details on it, like even the transmission, you'll see in a second there. You have the full transmission, and you have the full. Can I get the picture bigger? No. And you got the diffs are pretty nice also.
Who is this from?
Yeah, this is from Through Racing. And what I saw at the end was kind of cool. And the if you look at the pictures here, the way they have these, they're actually on balls. It's almost like the E-Revo, the way that it actually turns. So the way they've made the knuckles is kind of cool. I've never seen that before. And here's the hubs.
Those look nice.
Transmission. And what I noticed was at the end, or at one place, was the price for it. And I was amazed how much they were selling this thing. USD. Can't see it. Full spec. Yeah, I can't see the price of it right now. But I was amazed.
Where do you get that from? Is that from like Asiatees, or where do you get that from?
Directly from Through Racing website, as far as I know.
Okay.
I sent you the link, and the link I sent you actually had the price on the bottom. But I don't have that email right now, so I can't click on it.
Let me pull it up here real quick. Keep going. I will.
But it was on the bottom, I believe. But when I saw that, I was surprised. And you just slap anybody you want on it and adjust the links or different links.
Yeah, Through Racing. Here it is.
Oh, and it has magnet mounts for the body.
Right, yeah, it even has magnet mounts for the body. Yeah,
it's pretty nice.
So it's called
Velcro.
Yeah.
On your shoe.
Let's see, RC crawler.
No, those are Velcro mounts, guys.
Oh, it is Velcro. Like, yeah, it's like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I prefer Velcro. They're Velcro circles on there.
Yeah.
So the price tank is $164.94 US.
Seriously?
That is stupid.
Wow.
I'm gonna order one right now.
Order one, test it out, and let us know how it is. Because the shocks look aluminum. The transmission is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the way the motor sits right in there, it's right in the center into the transmission. It's kind of cool.
The ring gear looks like soft copper or something. I don't know.
Don't know. But it's interesting what they're coming up with.
The metal work doesn't look awesome, but they have close-ups of it too.
Tires don't look.
Oh, the stock tire. Well, beadlocks rims. I think they're real.
Well, I meant the actual rubber itself.
Yeah, well, most stock tires aren't great anyways. So.
Yeah, the metal doesn't look super awesome, but
for the price, like
for the price, if it runs, you know what? I'm dealing with issues with my nice stuff from Axial, so
yeah,
we got to replace it anyway. Might as well be placing it from $164 starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nice, very nice for that price point.
Yeah, I mean, and there's close-ups. I mean, photography is tough, you know, when you get that close.
Yeah,
you see every little speck.
From Asiatees, I found this Boom Racing engine. If somebody's building a new truck, this is like a new engine. It's kind of
looks
cool.
like a Dodge engine, a Hemi or something. Eh?
Just wraps over your motor.
Looks like a Hellcat.
Well, there's more pictures here, so that's the top of it. Then you got the sides.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So if you go there and you click on new, and that's how it looks in the motor. So
it looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is that?
That one, do they have a price? Yeah, I'm on the new stuff, so I don't know if I'm gonna.
They might not have a price for it. Yeah.
Does RC 4-wheel drive? Do they sell their motor by itself? I know you can get it in that Blazer or whatever.
You can buy the motor separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
It kind of actually looked like a lot of work to get to it.
Yeah.
They just got new stack system for the top too, so you don't have to go with the stock rear anymore.
Ah, nice.
I hit the shop now, so 77.55 for the engine.
It's not bad.
Get
That's
two engines, or you get a 3 racing car.
So that's Canadian. Yeah, that's true. 77. You put 2 of those together, you get a 3 racing crawler.
The accessory costs always get me.
Oh,
They
man.
always get me.
There's a bunch of things when you go on new stuff for them. Team Raffee also has this engine out, so that's different also.
Yeah, I didn't
I like that.
The back of it, where the tranny sits.
There's a whole bunch of bodies from them that they have. Oh, here, that's their motor. How it is. That's what I found interesting. Is that this one also is a complete transmission and motor mold, in other words, and you actually slide your motor here. So your motor actually slide in it, and this stops your motor from moving. It's actually an interesting way of making it. I think the other one is the same way, but the top are different. So you just change the top. So it's kind of cool because the manifolds are actually there. They look like manifolds. And then you get your transfer kit.
What size motor will fit in that tank?
I think it's a 540. There's the gears. I can look at the specs there once I get there. Oh, unless it's on top. Let me go on top. Sorry about that. Going fast. It's all for 110, so it has to be 550 motor. So that's kind of cool. So I'm not checking the chat there. So if somebody can look real quick if they have, and we'll move to RC 4-wheel drive real quick.
Their Dakar truck.
Yeah. That is
nice.
That is nice. I love the drivetrain that they've put into it. It is $799. It's expensive.
That's
but,
$1,004 Canadian.
But you look at the video of this, it's friggin' nice. Everything is machine build. The axles on it are like humongous. I wonder how big that's going to be compared to my Beast. But when you look here, they've used the big axle.
Yeah,
it looks well built.
There's a video on YouTube where a guy has one and he's running around in the sand with it, and he turns while he's going full speed, and the thing does not tip over.
Really?
Well, that's because it's to me, it's because it's on leaves. It's not on 4 links and all that. You don't get that sway that you would on a 4-link or the shock. It's just, to me, it's a little bit more stable.
Yeah, well, look at all the weight that's on the bottom of that thing.
Yeah, look at the size of that frame. My God.
Yeah.
A real truck chassis.
It's got the big tire.
Their work, the RC 4-wheel drive stuff is just, their detail is amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Tank, just real quick, Kagan's on there. He was asking if you could send him a link. He's in the chat. I don't know, you're kind of stuck in your video mode.
Probably can for the truck. The RC 4-wheel drive truck?
To join?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me... Oh, and that's the other one that they've announced. Yeah, I'll send that to Kagan
I
in a
can put
second.
the link up in a second.
You got to send it by email or whatever, because it won't work if you put it in the chat room. You can try,
Let's see what happens.
but let me see. Let me go back. I'll stop
Yeah, they
sharing.
don't allow it. Yeah, no, they don't allow it anymore.
Yeah, they're kind of blocking it. I can post, but when I post it, it's weird. It changes the link for some odd reason.
I'm making it very difficult. I'll see if I can in the back end here send him a Google Plus or something.
Okay.
We can post it on your
I got the email, so I'm going to send him an email real quick.
Okay.
When I saw this other one that you're about to show, Tank, the first thing I thought was, I thought it was a thumbnail for a RC Sparks video, like a new video being released or something. I saw it in my feed going through, because it totally looks like something that he has, that paint job on it.
Yeah.
Very much like RC Sparks, like something that Medic has.
Okay.
What do you think of that body?
Which body?
The body for the new one with flame jobs on it.
Well, it's a Lexan body. That's what I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
So it becomes, yeah, it is good, but
Makes it nice and light.
yeah, it's gonna make it lighter. The price point is much cheaper than a
It's only
hard body.
$379. Yeah.
Yeah, but
$380.
If I
it
had
is.
to, between that and the Marlin Crawler, I'd still go with the Crawler.
It's got the small axles, just like the TF2. It's got the same transmission as my Galante.
Those axles on that are the K44s, aren't they?
That's what it says, yes.
Yes, sorry. Yeah, so it's not the TF2, it's a K44s.
Those are never in stock by themselves.
That's RTR on top of that. Everything,
Yeah.
battery included.
Thanks,
9
Tank.
mics.
So it is a Lexan body, so you get what you pay for. You don't get the nice hard body, but it's a good start. You buy that, and you got a good base to build with, and just get a Team Raffee or a different kind of 3D printed body if you want.
And it's a link setup. It's not leaf springs.
That is correct. Yeah, these and shocks.
Yeah, it looks like there's a pan hard, so
So it's interesting. Here's the same transmission as what's in my Galante 2. Transfer case the same. Dry shaft are the same. They're not the best, but they work. I found there's a little bit of loose. I'm probably going to change my dry shafts.
What are you
The
using?
loose- Yeah, it's in my Galante kit that I got from them. I find the
Punisher shafts.
yeah, there's too much loose. So when you go forward and back, it's everything gets lost in the dry
Loose
shaft.
lost.
Tires looks okay. I don't know how grippy they are, but it does have a crusher body and it's Lexan, so paint job on it's half decent. Do they have the light buckets? Scale decals. Scale decals for the headlights, tail lights, grill, and door. So it looks like it's deckled. They don't have the buckets.
So
Well, you wouldn't keep that body on for long anyways if you got it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you customize it, that's what I do, and that's probably what you would do. But if somebody's looking for a first truck and work from there, that's perfect for them.
those chrome bumpers won't last very long.
That's a pretty nice one. Kagan making it in.
Yep. Thanks for the invite.
Now let's see on my list. On my list, we have HPI. So RC four-wheel drive, we looked at the Dakar and we looked at the truck. Let's go to HPI and see what they have.
I'm not seeing a picture for you right now.
You're not seeing a picture. That's because I'm not presenting. I should put myself as presenting.
Ah.
For some odd reason, maybe my camera went dead again.
Yeah, because it does say you're presenting.
No, that's not the right thing. Okay, can you guys see that?
Nope.
Nope.
Not seeing you.
They're dark.
Now you should be seeing.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, while I was checking the email and things like that, I blanked my camera, so sorry about that. Okay, they have this guy.
Nice.
This is a
Mach 1?
scale. This thing is huge.
Oh, look. What scale is that?
This is a Baja, like the Baja 5. This thing is,
Wow.
is massive. It's a
On-road
large scale muscle car.
Cool.
5th scale?
Yeah, 5th scale.
Jeez. And look at the size of those things.
So here's the body of it. So
Oh,
it's
cool.
like a Baja, it's like a
Yeah,
Baja
it's
5. Like but it's just they converted it and made it a street car.
Yeah.
Got the
That's cool.
two-stroke engine.
Oh, it is gas.
That must be nuts.
It's gas. It's not nitro. That's what's nice about it. Brakes.
Oh,
The
drum
clutch, I mean.
brakes. Those are sweet.
The clutch, yeah. Clutch brake. Tires. Rubber bodies. It's amazing. My problem is here's a tent scale, and here's a
Oh my god. You can fit it inside.
Wow.
I go in the trunk.
You put the tent, in the trunk.
it's just crazy. The CVDs, the body.
Maybe the glove box.
So it's in metric. So the total length of it is B, which is 1,040 millimeters.
A meter.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a meter long.
Over a meter. 3 feet.
It's crazy. So when I go to media, I went to place earlier. New products. Oh, here it is. You can see all their new stuff that they've got coming out, and the big cars at the back.
It's like,
So when you come here, and they actually showed the video of 8 of our latest cars. This is cool.
I got a Ken Block car.
Yeah, let me just put that in big screen like that. You'll see it. What's in your HPI graph? Wow, okay. Go full screen, you.
Wow.
That one's big too, huh?
So
Dune buggy looking thing.
they got both the modern Mustang and the old body. So there's 2. Look at the size of that thing at the back. It's just crazy. So if you go to HPI YouTube, you'll see this video.
Okay.
Like I was watching that at lunchtime, and I was like, "Wow,
It kind of looks like a boss body more than a Mach 1.
yeah."
Yeah, I think it is boss.
They have the drifter, and they also have this little basher coming out.
Oh, huh?
It's a little jumper, they call it. That would be good for you, Tony.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't have solid rear axle though.
No,
Now that's just bonus. That's for something else. They've already got the X-Max and everything else that's not solid axle. They just need. I figure they're just trying to crush everybody.
that thing is cool.
I saw X-Max snap-on van body on YouTube
Okay.
today.
Oh,
Full
yeah.
size van, like the one they drive around to sell parts out of.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of cool looking.
So that's kind of cool. So
That's cool. HPI's back, huh?
Yeah.
Pushing out stuff like crazy.
Now if we could just get one of their crawlers in stock.
So
that crawler looks like a good kit. You know, nice and low in the center if you want to do a full scale interior.
yeah.
And good
So
gear.
there's that
Frank was
big yellow car. It's on a crate, and the crates are pretty long. Like that's a meter long.
Yeah, pallet.
Wow.
And then
That
they
was
have
great.
these that everybody wants, but nobody can get because nobody has stock.
Okay.
I don't get that other big fifth scale one. Like, fifth scale's tough enough to get somebody to buy something, and then you go and do something like that, and it's who's the audience?
What's the price tag on that Mustang?
On the Mustang,
Yeah,
I wonder if we
I didn't see it.
you have
Probably
to move the car so you
1,500.
park at your garage.
yeah. Let's see if it's on top. I don't think it shows the price of it yet.
Gas on road. Let's see. It is. There's no prices.
No, there's no price yet.
Can't buy it.
Optional parts, standard part, wheels, tires, download. Somebody's gonna have to Google Boss 202. See if stores have them. Search by you. Please select your region. Hey, look at that. We're in not the right place. English, Europe. Let's go to USA. Maybe we're going to have different seg. Oh, online reseller. Where to buy? There we go. We're shopping. $12.99 US, 16 Canadian, 1,600 Canadian.
It's about
No.
right.
1,600. Whoa.
a little bit more than the 5B, but that's not too bad for that big of a body, I guess. $100 or
Yeah.
something.
I like better the US price. $12.99.
I don't know what the going rate of those normal 5Bs are.
I don't know. We
I
can
think they're
find out.
1,500. Seems like a number I've heard.
Gas off road. Which one you want? This one? Sidewinder?
Yeah, just like the normal 5B that's been out for forever.
Oh. 5B box, 5B SS kit. It won't be a kit. So this one.
Who's the
Online retailer. Oh, no match found. Great. Dealer.
have it at the 5B's 1,100 at Tower Hobbies.
Wow, it's considerably cheaper.
That's cool. They have good stuff, but they are on the pricey, but they're pretty tough. I got a Wheelie King, and that thing is just crazy.
Yeah, they're well built.
And the Savage Octane. Somebody here locally had one for sale the other day on the group. It didn't last long. It got taken off.
Got snatched up really fast.
Yep. So that's from HPI. What I noticed that was kind of cool. Electric off-road, what do they have? Savage Flux. Yeah, the other guy, the new guy, is actually called a Jump Shot MT Fusion. That's what that new guy is called, Jump Shot. And there's a Jump Shot ST and MT, monster truck and short course truck.
Okay, yeah.
And then they have their standard Crawler King.
Oh, they got a new one? Oh, wait, Crawler King.
Yeah, with the Ford F-150 body.
Okay, yeah.
And that they
I
have
was thinking of the Wheelie King for some reason.
It's basically the same thing. It's the same chassis, except that it's got longer links and longer dry shaft. Because I had a Wheelie King, and I got bored of it very fast. But I actually bought the conversion set and converted mine to a Crawler King.
Okay.
And then they have the Savage. There's the Wheelie King. Mini Recon, I have that one. It's a small little tiny one. That's the one I had at the beach there in my failed video at the end. So that's for that one. Let's go see what I got next on my list. Proline. I think I'm missing one. Like I think I saw somebody else that had a monster truck, and it was a solid axle. I thought I had it on my list, but it's not there no more. So Proline has a whole bunch of different stuff. They always have new stuff coming out, which is kind of cool. But what's I found is neat with their, and it's been making a lot of noise, is their new monster truck. Not their body, but the new monster truck, which is the, I don't know why it's not showing here.
MT 4x4.
Yeah, the Pro MT 4x4.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
It's expensive for what you get, I find. So MSRP is $500. Right now it's on sale. But when you look at the detail and how it's built, I found at the beginning it looked a lot like the Traxxas Slash, and
looks like a Losy 10.
Yeah,
a CT10.
The way the body's made, it looks like a 10th scale buggy. But then they build this to build it up to.
Yeah, it can handle 8 scale electronics.
Yeah, but when I look at this chassis, I think of a 10 scale buggy. When I look at that,
Gotcha.
But the shocks are new. Gears are pretty strong. When you look at how it's built, when I saw this, you see the A-arm, how big they are. It's just crazy. They're thick.
Yep.
Built the bash.
Uses dog bones in the diffs.
I was surprised that they're pretty good, and their tires. Well, everybody, Proline's tires are pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, it comes with the Badland MX, which is great.
Yeah.
Those aren't supposed to bloom very bad.
I've been watching some running videos of that. There's some good videos of it bashed around.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Rich duper bash. Man, if you want to see some crazy bashing, he does the biggest jumps I've ever seen.
Who does? Rich Duper Bash?
Yeah.
Castle Creation. You guys ever heard of those guys?
Oh yeah, I have a bunch of those.
See if it's gonna come back. Overpower anything. I guess that's the new slogan. So they have the new Sidewinder 4. Anybody read up on the Sidewinder 4?
Oh, interesting.
A little bit.
That's for brushless, right?
For 4-cell or something? For 4S?
Uh,
I didn't know if the 3S or the Sidewinder 3 was just 3S or not.
most of theirs.
Capabilities is the Sidewinder 3. It's just revised version with better cooling, better software.
Yeah.
Comes with a fan now.
Do I have to buy the fan anymore? Yeah, so there's the Sidewinder 4, which is $85 US, which is pretty good.
I don't think their fan's anything to write home about anyway. It's just a plastic fan holder that sits on top of a motor. No aluminum heatsink or anything. I don't believe.
And then you got some kits. So that's what they have new coming. And then they have their Mamba X, which is kind of cool. It's a good ESC. And I believe this is this one that actually has a trigger. You put that on your remote.
You can use a channel.
Yeah,
it has an aux line
to enable and disable some stuff.
I saw that. It's like having a.
They didn't open up the right one.
You can put it in crawl mode or in fast mode by changing the channel or something.
Yeah.
That'd be great for brake. Drag brake or not.
Yeah.
I
What
probably
about,
just put one in a slash. Thing's nasty.
Yeah.
The Mamba X.
Going directly to the Sidewinder 4. I want to see the other one. Oh, it's a little farther down. They got the Mamba Micro and censored, but like you can see now, it's got way more wires coming out of it.
yeah. Switch, receiver.
And that enables you to switch and enable. Well, you can program it to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I like that idea of making it for a drag brake, turning it on and off. That's cool.
Yeah, because you can put it in bashing mode or not, or crawling mode by turning on drag brake and not. That's kind of cool.
8 amp back. It's decent.
So let me go back to my camera. I'm back. I don't have the website anymore. And I'll put myself out of presentation. And I'll go visit to see if there's anybody chatting or saying anything. How do I get in here, guys? If you go on my Facebook page.
I made it.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. What's kicking chickens?
Good evening.
So what's new with you guys this year for RC? What's coming up, or what are your challenging? What are you guys seeing coming up? Last guy in. You're up.
You want me to speak?
Jamin, go ahead.
Jamin. Yeah, that's my name's Benjamin. My channel's name is Jamin RC.
Jamin man?
Yeah, it's just another way of saying jamming. So I say jamming.
Cool. So what are you up to in your area in the woods? Pardon me?
What was your question again?
What are you up to, or what's going on with you this year? What kind of project are you working on, or what type of RC are you running?
Ooh, that's a good one. I am just currently, this is my first day getting over a battle with one heck of a flu. I mean, I really lost that battle. So this is my first day actually tinkering and actually getting everything in order again. But I currently have a couple rigs. I do not have a specific brand. I'm a budget builder. What my pocket can afford is what this brother's going to build. I don't have a specific type. I don't care about the Chinese knockoffs. I don't care about all any of that. If it looks good and it's going to make my rig perform, I want to buy it. I'm going to get it. However, I don't knock anybody that is stringent in what they buy. Well, I got an RGT, RC4. Other people in other countries be an FTX or HSP. You know, that one that's going on. That's what I got. And I love it.
Yep. FJ.
The 100. Yeah, same thing. FJ body. It's really, really cool. So when I went out, I got myself a Pajero killer body that fits on the Traxxas. God, what's that? Telluride.
Yeah.
And I'm really having a hard time fitting this RGT. But
is it because of wheelbase?
313.
Yeah. You're having a hard time fitting on it. Is it mounting it, or just because of the wheelbase?
Yeah, the wheelbase is a little small. It's you know, if you look at the Telluride, that's almost basically a slash platform. You know, and this little RGT, it's a crawler platform, so it's really different. I'm having issues. However, my solution to those issues, I don't know if you guys can see them. Oh man, if you can see them. See these little gold linkage extensions right here?
Yeah.
Well, that was my solution to that, and I put them on the back of my links. I put them on right here, if you guys can see them. This is tough. Right in here, you guys can see those.
Yeah.
I added those, and I got those for 69 cents. They're called motherboard washers at Walmart. So that was my solution for that.
Nice.
So, my body's looking good. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit of the bumper. I've got a winch coming, first one. By the way, I'm only 7 months into this hobby. Still wet behind the ears.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Like even just getting new tires to me is like I'm loving it. Yeah. When they come, I do the mail drop, and I'm really enjoying the channel. This RC thing really sweeps you up quite quick. It really does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's what I got going on.
It does, and it can get expensive very fast if you're not careful. But watching sales and checking Facebook or other groups and finding used stuff and just getting parts and slowly getting the part to actually do your builds, you can save a lot of money, not in a rush.
Local groups too will help you out. It's a good way to save money. Local groups, like people in your area,
like RC meets and stuff like that.
Do you live close to a city, or do you live in the country? Whereabouts you live?
I live in Connecticut.
Connecticut?
I live in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, by International Airport.
Okay.
So, here's a little information you guys want to know. I just turned 44 in November, 44 young. I got my first cell phone last year. So all of this like technology as far as YouTube and Facebook, very new to it. I just learned how to do my profile and all that other kind of stuff, how to protect myself while doing it. I'm very new. So it's a cool ride. I mean, it really is. I didn't even know all this stuff was out there, and I was against it for a long time. I figured I don't need a cell phone, but you do. I got a 6-year-old, and I need a lot more than a cell phone. So I got to learn the ways of the world. It's time to come out of the cave.
That's what people call me, a caveman.
Yeah, dude. I didn't care for the whole cell phone technology thing. You know what I mean? I didn't feel it necessary to make a rush to make a phone call. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get to my house with the landline. I'll call you when I'm ready. Like,
yeah,
I don't need to call and drive. You know what I mean?
Imagine the amount of time you save.
I frequently forget
live
myself
on a very slow pace, man. But I succumbed. I got one. And it's cool because I wouldn't be able to be talking to you fellas here without it. So I guess there is a huge plus to it. Hey, speaking of new rigs, have you guys seen that badass crawler that Losy just came out with?
Yeah, Richard posted something today about it.
Oh my
Nightcrawler?
God. I gotta have it. Huh?
Nightcrawler SC? Yeah.
Yeah, they re-released it.
Oh, yeah, but it's got a different frame. I mean, different body on it.
I'm going there right now.
I gotta have it. It's got like a cage body on it, but it's got both of them are dovetailed in the front and in the back. And but it's got the exo cage going all around it with panels in the inside, double driver. It's off the hook. I mean, beautiful rig. I'm getting it. I gotta get it. It's over my budget. I don't allow myself to go over $200. This is a 3-banger, but that's not too bad. I can handle that.
I'm on the website right now looking.
I gotta have it, dude. I get in chills just talking about it. So who we got in here, man? Who's kicking in here, if you don't mind? I see Tony. Hey, Tony, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm making a lot of noise in here, so I'm trying to trying to keep quiet.
Yeah, I hear
Right
that.
on. I see Tank. I know Tank. I've seen some of these fellas in here from the last live one that you guys did, but I just missed it, and I wouldn't have done nothing but sneezed and blew my nose anyway. I was really sick.
And it's been brutal going
Cool
around
to
here.
hear you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew this was the first.
I see Kagan. I see Tank. I see everybody in here tinkering with something, man. Woo.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm putting the accessories on my body for my SC10.
So
Alright.
let me show the web page again. I clicked on the wrong one. So this is basically the one that you're talking about.
Yes. I mean, come on. Hold on. Let me get my drool cup.
It comes with LED light bar.
It comes with everything.
That's pretty well equipped.
It comes with rock lights. Look at this. Oh my god, dude.
So
All right, Tank, you gotta present it, bud, so you can see.
yeah, okay, wait, I'll present to everybody. So like that, it
Okay, there
won't switch back and forward. Present to everybody. Okay. So basically, what the one he's talking about, this is from rccaraction.com.
Yes.
It's the Losy ready to run 110 Nightcrawler SC 4-wheel drive rock crawler. So there is a video we can
that
watch.
sounds so sweet.
But what's cool with it is looks like they've gone and put some LED bar right underneath here where the lights are.
Yeah, man.
Nice light bar on top.
I like the
it's
body
got-
inside the cage. That looks nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
protects it more and makes it more like a real rock crawler.
Yeah,
Competition.
definitely. It's like something you would have built in your garage, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's the same frame, but they've gone and put a different body. So here's somebody holding it. It's a small little guy, but it's kind of cool.
Is that still worm driven? I know some of the early crawlers had worm drive.
I think those are.
Okay.
Trying to do this.
Let's see the video, see what it looks like. Go to YouTube and we'll
Oh,
play
they
it
got a
there.
run video of it?
Yeah. So you guys can see this video now?
Look
Yep.
at that.
Good. Here we go. All
There it
metal
is.
CD axle. Come on, computer.
Well, you're probably
Hold on,
overloading your
I'll
internet.
just rewind it a little bit because it's buffering.
Ah, look at that thing. Looks like a what? I got it.
They even got a realistic driver in there, 2 of them.
Is that a
Two of
motor
them.
on axle setup?
No, they got dry
no.
shaft.
Dry shaft, 2 dry shaft.
I can't see the motor where it's mounted, but
Oh, it's not MOA on it? I thought
Nope.
it was MOA. It was... Oh, look at it.
That looks pretty capable.
Yeah,
Exoskeleton.
man. Even got a gas tank on there. I mean, I don't know. I just like it.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't even seen
I mean,
that.
there's so many possibilities with the cage, the windows. I mean, you can screen it out. You can put a Oh my God, I can't even do it. Turn it off. I can't do it. Man, right on. Thanks for putting that on there, Tank. It's beautiful, man. Right on. Yeah.
Oh, I like where the lights are on the back. That looks good.
Yeah, man. Those rock lights are killer.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about Loti? I don't know anything about it. Are they
Those are
all
pretty
right?
good.
Is that
They're very
something
good
to
truck.
pursue?
A lot of good support. Good company.
Yep.
No,
but I don't.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
I don't see that other Nightcrawler out on the trails too tough though.
just because it discontinued it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a commodity.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't seem to support their crawlers very, very good. No.
Long term, anyway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Because a lot of people were selling their night crawlers because they couldn't get the parts for them anymore.
Yeah. Parts availability is a big thing. Here it is, rock crawler. 110 Nightcrawler. You're looking at $299 US.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
For all you're getting.
Yeah.
Does it say who's carrying it?
Horizon Hobby.
Ooh.
Get him fast.
That's cool, man. You get like 20 or 30 bucks knocked off with them guys.
I'm just trying to see the. They talk about the direct drive, ultra low gear direct drive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Comes in blue and green, or yellow.
Yellowish.
I definitely like Losy's shock oil. Good price and good quality.
Yeah. Four-link suspension, motors in the center.
Yeah, it looks hard to get to the motor though. It's all stuffed in there.
Hey, that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the trail, your pinion's loose, you can't get to it.
So this is our Ottawa Rock Crawler group.
That green truck's awesome.
So this is Eric's truck.
Yeah, thank you.
Full screen here.
Yep.
There we go.
Oops.
So
Who's making drinks?
That's
I
Eric's
don't know.
truck there.
That's
Yeah.
Eric's truck. Yeah.
Nice.
One of my trucks.
Oh yeah, your Komodo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
What do you think of the Komodo?
I love it. Nothing ever broke on it.
Seems like a lot for the money. You got scale accessories and a nice looking
Yes.
body and mirrors and
Even the body's really
it
tech
comes with all
compared.
that.
I didn't
There
add
it
too
is.
much
Is that
to it.
supposed to be a Ford body?
It's kind of a Ford body, but it's not licensed. You know, it just looks like it. So that's why I liked it.
So,
Yeah,
so they
save
didn't
some
have
money.
to pay Ford, but that's a Ford body.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's a
I'm
Ford
a Ford
Bronco.
guy, so that's awesome. Oh, man.
This is Eric's rig also.
My second crawler
okay.
out of 4.
Which one's Eric?
That's the new Vaterra,
I don't have my camera on.
the Bronco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, it just goes with the
Yeah.
picture. I see.
Yeah.
Right on.
So we're having a thing here in a local group. You pay $10. There's actually 70 tickets sold. So you got one of 70 chance of winning a TRX4 in our local group.
Oh, cool. Is it
So-
are you waiting for the Bronco body or one of the other bodies?
Yeah, well, they're going to buy the normal kit and they're going to buy an extra Bronco body for it.
Ah, gotcha. Cool.
So you're actually going to get 2 bodies. So anybody can buy this. So you can go to click an email to djones, bw@gmails.com, which is written right there. I can put the link down below. There's only 67 tickets. I think half of them are sold right now, or 70 tickets. Half of them, pretty close to half of them. And in a few months, or when everything is sold, they're going to do the draw.
Like a raffle.
So they just were they picking out of a hat? Like how are they doing the drawing?
I'm not sure how they're going to do the draw. Usually right now what we had to do tonight is when you get there, we picked a number. So there's 1 to 70. So I picked number 14. So I got number 14. So now they're going to put all the numbers in a hat, and then they're going to pick that number in one of our meetings. And during that meeting, we'll videotape it and we'll announce who the winner is.
I think Dave said he was going to put it in a random online random generator.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I saw
So
that.
this is
done,
the
man, and I
Ottawa
thought
Rock
that
Crawlers.
was pretty cool. That really was neat. I didn't even know that
Will you
existed.
ship to Nova Scotia tank?
Pardon me? Yeah, I think if you win it, I don't know if he's going to pay for delivering. I think you're in charge of coming and pick it up or paying for shipping.
Yeah.
But if you
Or
pay
we'll
for
keep
shipping,
it for you.
yeah, we can keep it for you. But if you only have to pay for shipping to get a brand new truck, it's pretty cheap.
It's worth it.
Mhm.
I like
Let's
how
see.
quickly you guys all piped in to like, you know, want to hold on to it for me.
Yeah. We'll break it in.
I hate breaking in new parts, man. That's just the worst.
So it says, if you can't make the meeting when the draw is done, we will contact the winner on the day of the draw and make arrangement to get the package to you in a timely manner. So it doesn't say who's going to pay for shipping, but we'll get the.
Well, it's mostly local people that have been buying it, so.
Yeah, and it has been so far.
It's not going to be $450, so it'll be good.
Hopefully, it's nobody from Australia that's going to win it.
So who would I give my money to for that tank?
D. Jones, it was written there. I'll put the link down.
Wrote down. All right.
You would have to do an e-transfer, though, I think.
Yeah. It's an electronic transfer.
It might be.
It might be a little tough
for it.
Like PayPal?
So, yeah, it's almost like PayPal, but I think he does take PayPal. But the best thing to do is contact him. So it's djonesbw@gmail.com. So D like Donald, G like Julie, ONESBW@gmail.com. So his name is Dave Jones. So.
Thank you.
Oh.
Let me get this right, Dave. So it's d.jones@gmail.com.
Yep. I wonder if he's got his YouTube channel here somewhere. Richard Prue. Yeah, here it is. So this guy is our local guy. So he told me to mention that all of you have to go to his YouTube channel, which is Rocket RC, and listen for 2,000 hours on his videos, so he can get monetization back.
Huh? Put it on at night.
Yeah, select a playlist and let it play.
Yep.
That's what I did at my work. There's my playlist is running right now at work on my computer at work. I said, "You want to play that game? Let's play that game."
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I have unlimited data, so.
It's still half the battle, though. He still needs another 500 subs.
That's true. That's true. He still needs 500 subs. So he's our local guy. He comes out sometime at our meets. Let's see what he's got for videos here. So we're doing a shout out. He was at this picture was taken at my place. I have a trail at the back, so some people know about this, some people don't. But he does FPV, he does drones, he does a whole bunch of different things. Looks like he's got a rally. Drones.
Tank, I have to say I love the barn you have in your backyard.
Oh yeah, I'm really making it look old right now, so it's really weathered, so it's kind of cool. So
I saw that video the other day, and I was looking at that, and I thought that is really cool.
Which video did you see of the barn?
The GCM event was there.
Oh, the last call to crawl, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look at
all the cars in it.
If you look at that video and then you look at my drifter, the drifter on the ice, you'll see that the barn is half buried in snow right now. So I just leave it there and let it.
I did see that video. I actually saw the one where you're drifting on the ice or on the snow first, and I saw a bit of the barn. Yeah.
Right.
Can we see a big picture? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the
chat.
On the chat there. So I'm not sure which one he wanted to see the big picture. How much do you have here? Cool. I think they're talking about the draw. I guess I'm streaming a lot, and I'm trying to upload, download, and some videos. My chat and my video is kind of screwy on my side. I don't see the live video. I see my video right now of me, but the live stream, I just see a turning wheel right now. My internet's trying to catch up. That's what
probably all the streams coming in your house there from all of us eats up your bandwidth.
Tank, seeing how you've been to those events, what is it actually like at one of those GCM events, the adventure series type?
What do you mean? What are they like?
Well, like the way they're set up. First, you have like a basic car show type thing.
Yeah, well, when people get there, and that's why I did my last video the way I did it, was to show, and I basically let it run, and I didn't participate a lot. I was just videotaping everybody. Everybody gets here in the morning, and we talk, like on the video, it showed that we say the rules. It's pretty basic. Go have fun. It's like golf. You count your points, you count your gates if you want, and if you help other, you get points. It's basically play the game that you're driving your car as if you would drive a real one. That's the GCM Adventure Series. There's Sorcore rules. That's for a different event. There's so many different events, but every event has different rules. This is more relaxed. It's go out there, have fun. If you use your hands, okay, it happens. Yeah. But theoretically, you're supposed to mark it down. If you don't mark it down, it's like golf. You're cheating yourself more than anything. I've seen a lot of people don't mark it down because they're just there to enjoy the company and have fun with friends and so on. But it's very relaxed, the GCM Adventure Series. And there's a bunch of other people that do the events similar to that. But I've been in an event in Quebec City. That one was more intense because that one really had some strict rules, and that one was like a Sorcore rule. Your truck had to have the bumper. Your truck had to have so many different things for you to qualify for that class. So like class 2, that's a class 2 is a truck that has rails. It has a front bumper, rear bumper. Bumper has to be the same length as the bottom of your windshield. Some places actually you have to have a driver. If you don't have a driver, you lose points. You have to have scale accessories in your truck.
You have the tire coverage too, like the fenders have to cover your tires in one of those scales.
Yeah, tire tuck.
Class 2, you don't have to, but class 1 you do. It's class 1 you have to have tire tuck.
Okay.
But those rules change all the time, and I believe the Sorcore rules for this year actually changed. So best thing if you're going to go to an event is ask, okay, what are the rules for the event? So like that, you can get your truck prepared. You can buy fender flares. I've seen people use the Tupperware, even Tupperware or
margarine tubs or whatever.
Margarine tubs, yeah. Margarine tub. I've seen a lot of people that do that. You cut it out and you take little screws and you just screw it off the side of your body. There, I got tire tuck. Yeah, it looks like hell, but you got tire tuck.
Yeah, it does the job, yeah.
I was asking because the event I want to host with a friend of mine this summer, we want to do it more along the lines of what we saw at GCM stuff, because we like the fact that it's based on the drivers, like the work that they put into their rigs, and that doesn't mean that we want to like take off and jump it across this, or go through a course that goes through 8 trees and it's 15 feet high. Like my rig, it can crawl rocks, but I don't want it. I don't want to crawl a bunch of rocks with it. I put a lot of work into this thing, so I like their format.
Yeah, they do have some rules, but if you drop me an email or drop me some info, there is a little card that you can download and print them. It's based on points. So if you have a driver, you get a point. If you have an opening door or an opening a tailgate, If you have a hood that opens in front, you get bonus points. If you have a toolbox that has a lid, that's a functioning item. If you have a winch, you get a certain point. All those adds up at the end, and you can max your point pretty fast with your truck. My TF2, I maxed the points, no problem. My driver in my TF2 actually had, it's the driver you get from RC 4-wheel drive, so he doesn't have the full legs. His legs are cut at the knees.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the points for that. I only had half the points. Instead of having the 2 points, I only have 1 point. So what I did is I took this guy, which is a skeleton, and I cut his bottom legs off and I glued him onto my guy. And I said,
kind of cheating, but
it worked. It works because I said those legs are artificial legs. He's an handicap. And he's wearing prosthesis, so like he said, fine, that works. So he's got legs now. I get 4 points.
Don't ask me to pull one.
That is
pull winch line for you.
So
the only thing I have
for a friend would be considered a working scale.
Yes, if you put that in the back of your truck, it is a working scale item
Because of the doors and the...
Okay.
All right. And if it was just
it'll work.
If it just looked like that and it was all glued tight and shut and nothing open, then it would just be
a scaled item.
A scale item, okay. Yeah, I'd like to do a weekend event. We got like huge campgrounds around here and all kinds of beautiful scenery. And I've got a course I'm building in my yard that's huge, and I live right next to a campground. But what I'd like to do, me and my friend, we'd like to do an event that's a weekend event where you actually have to come and camp out and you know, like GCM to come down, RC 4-wheel drive, you know, anybody we can get interested. But
now, where do you live?
Nova Scotia.
Roughly. Oh, okay.
How many people in Europe from Canada right now?
How many from Canada?
Right now.
I'm 1.
2, 3.
Kagan's not. I think we're about half and half.
Not far away though. I'm only about a couple hours from the border.
Wow.
Strip clubs.
There's 4 of us from Canada, and 1, 2, 3 from the U.S.
Wow. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like Canada, it exploded up there, man.
Definitely.
Like everyone
long winters help,
that's
what they'll say.
Yeah, the long winter helps us build stuff.
We build all our stuff and go break it in the summer.
All right.
Build season.
So, see, this is one of them that I'm actually fixing right now, so missing some of it.
So it's 2-wheel drive?
Right now it is 2-wheel drive, yeah. It'd be funny to actually drive this because it would actually work, but only drags itself on the ground.
Right.
Put the front end of a Toyota on there.
Put
a dragger.
Put a ski.
Who hasn't seen my rat rod?
I've seen it. That's gorgeous.
So
I don't think I have.
I like the running videos of it on the trail, jumping around and doing donuts.
What I did with the rat rod is I took this guy, which is an E-Revo, and I actually extended. I built a bridge here. It's a metal bridge. And I took an SCX-10 axle. So I have full 12-inch wheelbase, just like an SCX-10. I got a solid axle at the back, and I got real axles in the front, and it's 4x4. That thing crawls like crazy, and it's a fun little basher, and I built it to be a dragster, but it's too front heavy. So I was just spinning, just like, no, it's not a good dragster because there's no weight at the back. So I ended up doing a crawler with it. But when you see that thing on the trail, it's like a little rat, and it just like crawls everywhere, and it just jumps, and it's a fun little truck.
It's got some springiness to the back.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore. It's gone. It's gone to the USA. It's getting a face.
I thought you had it. It was still yours, but that guy was working on it for you.
It is. I said, I don't have it here.
Okay.
Oh,
It is still mine. Dave is working with it, and he's doing a facelift to it. So he's going to be changing a bunch of stuff. I went through him with some stuff today because he has to the diff here is one way, but because he's changing, he's putting a GCM axle at the back. He has to change the front diff this way now. But to do this, there's a together. There's a little notch on one side of this, and this notch is actually meant for people not to screw up and put the diff the wrong way. Or else when you put your whole car together, one wheel's going to pull, the other one's going to pull the other way. So it's done that way. But I told him you have to go into here and grind that little notch out. And that's going to permit you to actually flip the diff over. Because the first time I built that.
Don't take the notch out and just see how many donuts it can do in like 1 minute before the battery dies.
First time I built the truck, I didn't even check see if it rolled. I just put the axle on. I put the drive shaft. I go, this is cool. This is cool. I turn on the power and I go click. And I saw the truck. It wants to go somewhere, but both wheels were turning forward. So it wanted to go that way, and it also wanted to go that way. So I wasn't going nowhere. What the heck is going on? But then I tried to push it forward and try to turn, and then I lifted up, and then I turned the wheel, and then I noticed. I go, shit! So I basically turned the rear axle backward. That fixed the problem really quick. But now that he's putting a different axle, he doesn't have a choice of flipping the front diff. But he's going to be putting aluminum. He's going to do a nice body on it. He's doing some stuff. We're trying to keep it a little bit secret of what he's going to be doing with the body. But one body is going to be a shelf queen, and the other one is going to be a bashing body.
Cool.
And
bring
Dave,
that to the table when it's finished back in your shop.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's been gone for over a year now. Dave had a big car accident. He was driving, and then he stopped real quick behind a car, but the big rig behind him did not stop. So he got sandwiched between a lot of cars. He's okay.
Back injury.
Yeah, and he had a hard time walking, and it took him a long time to recoup and get back into it. And he was trying to bend down and like videotape some RCs or work, and he just couldn't anymore. So he took almost a year break, and that's basically why it's taken so long. But he's getting back at it now.
Is he doing a lot better?
Yeah. Oh yeah, way better now.
That's great. That's good to hear.
Good to hear about his recovery.
Yeah. Hey, John, and why don't you show me that body? I didn't see that body. Which body is that? The one you're working on right now?
Me?
Yeah, Jamin. That black truck you have there? Just show me the body real quick.
Let me get you. Let me get it so you can
Put you on the
see
spot.
it. Here.
Putting you on the spot.
Okay. I can hang. I can hang.
Oh, that's cool looking. It's clean.
Okay, that's the yeah.
What body is that?
The Evolution. It's a 1998 Pajero Evolution rally body from Killer Body.
Really nice.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. Dude, the detail that Killer Body puts out on their bodies is incredible.
Cool.
How thick is that?
There's the back, and then you come in front. It comes with the light buckets already there.
Cool.
And you're trying to put that on which frame?
This is this frame here. This is just your basic ladder frame.
Okay. Yeah, for that to work,
Say again?
You might have to adjust your links, put longer links for the wheelbase.
Well, I did. That's what those spacers were for. But right now, I've got my bumpers maxed out as much as they can go, and it seems like I'm going to have to cut a little bit more off of here, like these flares, but that's where the light buckets were.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to sacrifice them or if I'm just going to have to get a different bumper or extend it out more.
Yeah, you got to find a way to extend your bumper. I wouldn't cut the body anymore.
How your body post?
All right.
Your body.
I'm going to flip you guys back around. Say again?
Your body posts that hold you put your pins through for that. How tall are they?
They're the short ones. The bigger ones are in the back. They're not very short at all. Here, let me show you. Let me spin you around. Can you see them?
I can now.
Yeah, it's got a few holes. You could lower them.
Yeah. Bring it down a little bit.
Well, I have my front outboarded, so I would have to cut these and then bring it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like cut this
Yes.
right out and then
That is
bring
correct.
it down.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
That'll bring your
Okay.
body down so it'll sit flush with your front bumper and you won't have to cut anything except for your body mounts. And those you can get everywhere.
True indeed. True indeed.
So
yeah, I'm gonna do the
however
the
much
magnets
you cut off
with
the
that
front
too.
one, however much you cut off the front ones, take the piece you cut off and then just mark that on the bottom of your back ones, and then your body will still sit level and straight.
Oh, right on. Yeah, like I said, I'm just coming back to tinkering with it after being sick. So this is my first night. I got the message to come to this, and I wanted to make sure I did because I need the most info that I can. I mean, it's one thing to tinker and be all right, but when you're doing it by yourself, it's, you know, you need some advice, you need experience, and that's something I lack. So I'm glad that I was able to get in
I
here.
get a lot of info from the Scale Builders Guild.
Yeah, their website is very good.
All right. Yeah, I've
That's-
been watching their little budget build, their $50 budget build week thing there.
Yeah.
Something
Sign up
that I
to
do
the Scale Builders Guild.
all the
You
time,
can
so it's not.
all the different builds and the tips, and you ask a question. It doesn't matter if you think it's stupid or not. If you don't know, someone will answer for you. You'll get it.
Oh, right on.
Hints you need.
Yeah, it's a great community.
It's a great community.
So the new SCX 10s have shock perches that have set screws in them. It's kind of interesting. So they can't fall off.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed on the windshield, I don't know if you guys have seen any of the 2018 Jeep Wrangler commercials where they have the little side profile of the Jeep Willys all over the place in the Jeep. In the windshield, there's a little tiny Jeep driving in the corner.
Huh?
Of this
Right
one.
on.
Yep, I didn't notice it's tiny. It's like a 1/16 of an inch.
Jamin, this is their website for the Scale Builders Guild. So if you go to scalebuildersguild.com, there's a lot of info there. Just register, put yourself a name, and you can ask questions. You can look at whatever people are building, and there's a lot of info here. There's a forum that you can actually go see and get question answered. You can buy stuff. You can sell stuff. So there's a lot of info here.
Oh, nice.
On that form, I'm registered as Kinsler.
So the website is scalebuildersguild.com.
Guild.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Guild is
Yeah.
G-U-I-L-D?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you have it there.
I got it. Right on.
But there's a
you know,
lot of info.
I tried to look this up on YouTube to see if there was anybody that might have installed one, and there was, and I was able to get a hold of him, but he doesn't remember all of it because he put it on there and sold it, which is fine. But he didn't. He had an SCX 10 body or chassis, and that's not the same. This one is it's shorter than an SCX 10. It might be the snub nose SCX10. You know, the short wheelbase.
Oh yeah,
one.
Dingo or
Right.
Yes,
Deadbolt.
that's what I was looking for. The Dingo. Yeah.
that's the one I have.
They coming back out with the Dingo?
They have a deadbolt, which is similar. The Dingo was the earliest one, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It came
Yeah,
with a
they got a
spare
pretty
tire.
good price also on the on the new one.
Yeah, exactly. It's only $229. I picked one up.
Mm-hmm. Just for the parts, like $229. That's pretty good.
Exactly. I figured if Hobbyco's going out, I'll have a lot of spare parts. All the electronics, everything for $229. Yep, can't beat it.
Yeah.
Paid $365 for the Power Wagon last year. Exact same thing, just a different body, a licensed body.
What's the likelihood of Hobbyco going completely under or an axle being gone?
Hopefully they get picked up. But can't
Yes.
guarantee anything.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna buy them up. They're gonna break it apart or whatever.
Right?
Or they'll
Might-
sell their patents and all that.
Yep, exactly. China will
Is
buy 'em
Hobbyco
and-
going under? Or like, are
Not
they
yet.
liquidating or are they just restructuring?
supposedly restructuring.
Because for what I'm saying, I guess they have a lot of catching up to do as far as sales and things like that. They weren't
Definitely.
doing that well.
A lot of back
surprisingly
orders.
enough.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of rumors around. Some people are
Yeah.
saying that the head of the people took a lot of money and ran away. Some other people are saying it's because they're getting sued by Traxxas. There's a lot of little rumors, but there's multi-million going around there, and there's a lot of company under Hobbyco.
Yeah.
And Axial is one of them. There's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
bunch of them. So yeah, they can HPI. Yeah, they can sell the companies by themselves if somebody wants to buy it. But there's money to be made. What's going to happen? I don't know. Time will tell.
But there's also the bankruptcy rules where they can try and get out without losing
Right.
and having to just absolve the debt that they owe people. And so they're probably looking at ways to do that too.
They've got more protection than they think they do. I think they're going to be fine. They're no dummy. They've been around for a while. It's just change, and change is always scary. And in change, there's sacrifice, and we all know how that works.
Yeah. Grant's RC Adventure did a couple comments, but his last comment, because he's going to bed, he said, "Nice beard, bro." I guess he likes your beard. He said, well, yeah.
Thank you.
He says he enjoyed the show tonight, but he's going to bed now. So he's having multiple friends on live, and happy RCing everybody. So good night. That's Grant at RC Adventure.
Hi, brother.
So if you guys, after the video, if you guys want to actually come in and comment, oh, looks like my camera's frozen again. Come in and comment on the bottom of the video like that. We'll know who's been there, and we can actually go to your channel and subscribe to you guys if you guys want that. So go right ahead,
Of course.
give a
we will.
comment, and like that, everybody can support each other.
Hank, I only made a YouTube channel so I could actually comment and subscribe to other channels because it wouldn't let me if I didn't.
Well,
Pretty much the same for me.
that's what I noticed a lot of people are actually doing. So it's weird. And every time I go on the channel and I see that somebody has no videos up, then I don't bother subscribing to them. They're subs to me, because that's what a lot of people actually do. They don't post videos, but they actually just the YouTube channel just so that they can comment.
Yep.
I did it on Chrome, and I wasn't doing it on my other account or on Internet Explorer, and that's where my Facebook and everything is. So when I did that on Chrome, I had to make a new Facebook, which has no friends, not really many friends or anything like that. But that's what this is linked to. So I can comment on people's videos and like, but it just wouldn't let me combine the two Facebooks. So what you have to do, just say that you like what somebody's doing or ask a question. That's
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it changes the whole aspect of it.
Yeah, but it does get rid of bots, and again, that's where we're trying to tell people to help each other out, which, watching videos, leaving them on repeat. I did that all day today on my TV in here. Just let it play through RC videos, and
who's RC? Yours or mine?
What? Everybody's, man. I was watching a bunch, like Camping with Coleman. I was catching up with him.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, the main thing was trying to get rid of the people that are scamming the system and stealing videos. And
you watch his yellow Jeep video? I think that thing needs some oil.
Oh my God, does it ever?
It's so squeaky.
Which one?
That sounded like it was screaming for oil. Camping with Coleman, it's ESP, Extreme Scale Performance.
Yeah.
He put a video out today of an old Jeep that he has, and
the orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Squeak, squeak.
Hey, Tank, if you want to see that Wraith that I did, you can see the beginnings of it because it's on Scale Wars with Josh. I think episode 19.
Nice. Yeah, he's picking that back up again too. He said Saturday there's supposed to be a new episode.
That's awesome.
Right.
But I entered that before it just started, and my Wraith body wasn't done then. And he entered it, and because he's never seen anybody make a hard body for a Wraith before. So check that out. That's something I wish I still had, just for the body.
Cool. Yeah, there's a guy that's actually doing that in our group. I actually saw it tonight. He took a Wraith, but he's actually building panels. The front end now is actually square, and he's got fenders. It's kind of cool, and he's got light buckets. It's really neat what he's done to that Wraith so far.
Cool.
I think
mine had the door hinges that I put on mine were right here on the pillars. So the doors actually open up this way, and the hood.
Oh, I remember yours now.
This
Yep.
way.
It was made styrene body. Yep.
Yeah, I built that. That's the I called it the repeat offender.
Ah, yep.
Actually, I got.
I like that name. That's cool.
Great name, yeah, man.
I don't know what to call this one yet, though. I've just been calling it the long box Toyota.
That makes sense.
I want to see it. I want to get a Trailfinder 2 and park next to it just to see the difference. Just to
Great Pumpkin.
Hmm?
Like from Charlie Brown, The Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown's Halloween show, The Great Pumpkin.
Yeah, man.
It's been a while since I saw that. But thanks for aging us all.
Yeah, right.
Great Pumpkin. Charlie, what? Who? I don't know that. I don't know. I never heard of that before.
So who's had time to watch my waterfall video, the one I just posted today?
3 times.
I watched that.
Why 3 times?
I like the catchy new music you got for it. It's pretty good. I like watching the car get nice and clean too.
Cool. Yeah, because I did that video, I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while back.
A while back, and one thing, I watched it again today, yesterday. I did not like the resolution. I didn't like the pixelization that it gave me, and I was wondering, why the heck did it do that? And I think it's because when I did my editing, I think I rendered it in MKV. I can't remember what I did, but then I upload it in YouTube, and then YouTube re-renders it a different way. So basically, I've been doing them in MP4 and uploading them right away to YouTube, and they don't re-render it. They just post it. They don't have to process it. So it ended up being a heck of a lot cleaner. So now it looks nice. The other one just...
Now is YouTube
beautiful.
Yeah.
Seems like everything's backwards on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm thinking of taking that video and actually running it in reverse. So the waterfall will actually go up, but the truck will go backward. I don't know if you noticed, but one spot in that video, I'm actually backing up into the waterfall. But the waterfall's going the right way, but I'm actually backing up because I was setting up my truck for a shot, so I actually backed up all the way, and then I came back. But I actually left that on purpose in there. But you're
gonna make the full crossing in reverse or not, but you didn't.
It'd be like the Beatles album when you play it in reverse.
Satanic music comes out.
But I was going to take the audio track, but I'm going to try it tomorrow. But to hear the waterfall backward, what kind of whoosh it's going to make, and that's what I'm wondering about, because that's what I like about that video, is having the water sound with the music was kind of cool.
Your first music was pretty peaceful that you played with it. It's kind of
yeah.
And I have to do an intro also. I've been debating what kind of intro, because I've been just putting a title and putting just a picture. So I got to do or find somebody that does an intro for me, or just do like CCX RC and just do done, move on. So
yeah, you don't leave it too long. That's the thing that they say.
Yeah. 15, 20 seconds is...
It's too long if you got too much stuff going on.
Yeah, and that's why, like, I was, and on that video, I was wondering, and when I was editing it, and I had a bunch of that Dave made for me. He's the one that made I gave him the tank picture, and he put the Canadian flag at the back. But he did different versions of it. So some with weird colored flag, and some transparency was different. So those are all the one I put in my intro, which kind of looks cool because I put it in 2 seconds, but I got a fade in, fade out of a second in between. So it's really cool because you can actually see the blending at the beginning of all the different one he did, and I kind of like that. It was different, but it's quick and fast and dirty. So
I've been watching a lot of your videos lately, and I put it on. I just hit play all, and then when I actually am sitting there working, if I miss something, I'm going back to videos because I'm seeing a whole bunch of things that are giving me a whole lot of ideas, especially with my course out back. But for when you're filming, what are you using for a camera? Because the only
90%
I have other than my phone is like this camera, which is what I use. It's a Mobius.
Yeah, I've used that for many years. I still have it.
Okay. Yeah, I use these on my wing because they're low profile, right? It's not like a big.
Yeah. 4 trucks on the truck, I use that all the time. The Mobius is one I used. I had a bunch of different ones. The small little cams like that, they're perfect for it. Usually when I'm walking around, I'm just using my phone. I got it on the selfie stick. What I've been doing lately is I actually glue the selfie stick underneath the remote, or not glue it, but I tape it underneath the remote, and then I can extend it. So it makes it easier. So I'm holding, and then I'm just pointing I do like I just point it towards the truck and hope I'm going to get a good shot.
You're just adding an arm to underneath your radio like that.
That is correct.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that.
So if you use a selfie stick and you just use the electrical tape, you can wrap it around pretty tight, and it shouldn't turn. And then you can mount your phone either that way, or when you flip it upside down, it's actually pointing down, and you can get really down low to the ground to your truck without having to bend down, which is nice.
Right. Yeah. And that's how you're doing all the filming in the woods.
Yeah.
For your at that event.
Yeah.
And if you have a GoPro or something like that, they make that big clamp mount with the little bendy arm. A lot of them, you can just clamp that right onto the bottom of your controller,
Yeah.
and bend that arm where you want it to be.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. I've seen those.
Basically like this, you know, it's got the little huge alligator clip style thing. Or you get the really cheap like hat clips, and you can clip that onto your controller too. I think Amazon sells those.
Kevin Talbot has some sort of phone holder he glues to the bottom of his controllers.
Never.
Hot glues
I
on.
even thought about that. That'd be that's a great idea. Hey, does anybody know what's a good when you're filming? What's a good? I know frames per second. I know a lot of people bring them down to a certain. They slow it down a little bit. Does anybody know the good speed for that, for the frames per second when you're shooting with a phone?
For shooting in slow motion or for just general filming?
In general, because well, no, just in general, because you know RCs can have a tendency to be bouncy looking, and it won't look so natural if you're looking for that, you know, scaleism ride. But I know a lot of people turn down their frames per second, and it seems to help with that. I was just wondering if anybody here has done that.
So I usually shoot all my stuff in 60 frames a second because YouTube supports that. And then in editing, if you slow it down by half, then you're basically getting a 30 frames per second. So it's still nice and smooth for slow-mo. So you're getting a half speed slow-mo shot that's not juddery. So that's what I do.
Right.
Yeah, you don't get that weird. Some people try in slow motion and they don't do it right, and so you see like the frames. It's like stuttery slow motion.
Yeah,
but if you have the
Not
extra
every
frames,
phone.
I always say shoot 60, and you can go down to whatever you want, 24. If you want it to look, you know, cinematic, then you know Hollywood and them they do a lot of stuff in 24 frames per second. That's what film used for so long. That's kind of the standard, but yeah. Plus, if you do that, then you can really get some slow motion with your 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Right. And
I always try to shoot the best quality. Yeah.
Yeah. You're better off always shooting at 60. My phone, I have it set at 30 frames a second. But when I do action shots, I bring it up to 60. But if it's just trailing video, I leave it at 30 frame. That's what I do. Everybody pretty much does it differently.
Right.
Experiment. That's what I have to say. Experiment with your phone, the way you do it. Your editing software also. It all depends which one you use. A lot of guys, I use free one that I found on the web. So like, it all depends what you use, what's going to work best for you.
And it's double the storage. If you do it 60 frames per second instead of 30, you're storing twice as many frames. So your file sizes are almost double the size. So just remember that too.
Andrew York says hello on the chat. Just to let you know.
You mean Andrew?
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
How's it going, Andrew?
Pick up a new soldering iron this week too.
Hello.
Yeah. So, how long have we been broadcasting this thing now? So a little over 2 hours. So I'm going to stop the broadcast. We're going to keep chatting. That's the benefit of being in this chat. But the broadcast is going to stop. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time. Guys, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys want to talk about next or next week or whatever. I look at what's in the chat group, what people are talking about, and I'm always trying to figure out what's going on. I want to keep this interesting. I want to have fun with you guys and learn stuff from you guys, and hopefully you learn stuff from all of us. So thanks for joining. Thanks for logging on, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys.
Later.
Man.